Hi, I'm HC. For weekly videos on self-knowledge and self-discovery, like this video and hit the subscribe button. It will be of tremendous help for the future of this channel. Here are the 5 steps on how to be a good partner. Step 1. Pay attention. To pay attention is to appreciate that your partner is their own person with their own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. It is therefore to appreciate that you cannot assume that because you think, feel, and respond to things in a certain way, that your partner will always follow in tandem. To pay attention is to take the time to learn and appreciate the details, even though you believe you already have an understanding of the bigger picture. Think of this like being able to walk, for example. In your mind, it's such a simple task, so simple that you underappreciate the fact that you can do so, and sometimes even undermine your life and your human potential. But if you were to pay attention and notice that you have been blessed with health and the energy to do all things that a fully functioning person can, which is a gift that not everyone can benefit from, you are likely to appreciate yourself and your life that much more. Paying attention is to respect that who we think a person is, who they believe they are, and what they present themselves as may be 3 completely different people. It is therefore to listen to understand and to speak with the intention to build. Step 2. Embrace confrontation. Always remember, we don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. Therefore, in many cases, in order to have a genuine understanding with and of someone, it may entail some sort of clashing, and that is completely fine. This does not mean to start a war or to challenge someone to a duel. Rather, it means that instead of always being agreeable in situations which often inspires confusion and inner distraught long term, speak your truth and let there be understanding. A lot of times we repress our feelings because we feel that it will bring the relationship to a better place. We try to avoid conflict and be as quiet as possible for the sake of keeping the situation in good standing. However, it is important to accept that holding in your feelings builds inner pressure. Think of this like a garden hose. The hose was meant to fulfill its purpose by spraying water. Now, if it were to be clogged and hold back the water that it is supposed to spray, it might stop the water from being sprayed for a short while, but eventually the pressure will be too much to bear and all of the water will explode and come bursting out. When you hold everything in, you are likely to cause self-harm, just like the water hose, and burst out when you least expect it. By embracing confrontation, you welcome differences as they come because you know that if both parties are completely genuine and transparent and not ill-intentioned, an understanding can always be reached. Step 3. Self-audit. In this context, to self-audit simply means to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Self-auditing implies reevaluating your ambitions and your relationships to make sure that they still mean to you what they once did. We often get caught in a loop of doing things that we once did because they feel familiar. However, it is important to accept that with growth there is change, and therefore you won't always think, feel, and act in the same way for the same reasons. Examine your convictions and assumptions. Ask yourself, where do they come from? Are they still valid? When were they last updated? What are you treating like an axiom that might not really be? Self-auditing is essential to being a good partner because when you are accountable for who you are, you can appreciate those with you along your journey to a fonder degree. Think of self-auditing like a virus scan on your computer. At first, your computer is running fine, and because you use your computer so often, you don't even realize that it has been periodically slowing down in certain areas. However, just because you don't realize it, that does not mean that it's not happening, and it does not mean that it is not affecting your performance. By running a scan, you will be able to notice the threats in your performance and deal with them accordingly when they come. Step 4. Mind what you consume. Always remember, you are a reflection of what you consume. Think of this like a high-performance race car. If you put low-performance fuel in it, no matter how much of that fuel that you put in it, it will not run as well as if it was fueled with the needed high-performance fuel. Although it may be functional, it will not perform the way it really should. And it may even cause the vehicle to wear down faster. This is the same thing with your mind and body. If you consume a poor quality diet, it is bound to reflect in your lifestyle, encouraging poor quality thoughts and poor quality choices. Being mindful of what you consume is important to being a good partner because you are likely to be influenced by and reflect what you consume, and this change could affect your partner. Always remember, taking care of yourself is taking care of your relationships, because when you are your best self, you can be your best self for others. Think about it this way. You can only be of service to others if you know how to be of service to yourself. Imagine wanting to save someone from drowning in the ocean, yet not being able to swim. No matter how much you may want to jump in the water and help, if you choose to do so, it will only result in 2 people drowning together instead of 1. Help yourself first, and mind what you consume. Step 5. Act in love. Always remember, love is the secret link to a prosperous future. To act in love is to be open to discovery and understanding, because where fear breeds confusion and even hatred, love inspires curiosity and the unearthing of new truths. While a person living in fear is bound to run away from an issue or to attempt to destroy it in a flash of emotion, a person that is acting in love is open to humbling themselves to a reality that they do not yet understand, thus giving them the opportunity to learn more and to be more. Knowing to act in love is an essential element to being a good partner, because when you are acting in love, you are giving the relationship the opportunity for new life. Relationships are a key to a prosperous life. Being a good partner will be the difference between a person that you know and actually knowing a person. And this is why knowing how to be a good partner is such an important factor on the journey of you becoming your best you. Thank you for watching this video until the end. You are appreciated. Don't forget to like this video on your way out. I'll see you here next time on Howell Consultations, the how-to being true to you.